Hey, how's everybody going now? I'll just shove my headphones on so I can monitor the audio for a bit. I'll take them off later on because I don't think we're actually going to be playing back any other audio. And I don't need the PlayStation music going in the background, do I? Hey Rolly, how are you? Osho, good to see you as well. Right, today we're going to be having a look at thumbnails, channel art and general SEO stuff and just sort of answering questions. Elston, chunky catfishing. Absolutely bloody brilliant to see you on here, mate. I've really enjoyed just watching yours and catching up again recently. I know I haven't for a while because I've just been insanely busy. Chunky Cat's Fishing is a mate of mine. He's in Washington DC and around the area and goes fishing, and he's got an incredibly engaging channel and gets tons and tons of people on there all the time. Really worth going and checking out and just looking at what he's doing. It's one of these things that it's actually such a simple thing, but he's such a simple kind of stream, but he's built up a really good community, and going along and having a look at how he does that is really worthwhile. I do that quite a bit myself, quite jealous of his numbers, but it's that whole thing about doing it regular, doing it well, and just that whole community building once again. And fishing's a great genre to be using on YouTube. Rightio. So what do we got here? 5 people already. Great to see that. Now Rory, he's also in New Zealand, and he's just sort of starting out. And I'm just going to have a quick look at Rory's channel. I've got YouTube up in another window on another machine here, and I'll be able to switch to that and have a look at some people's channels and stuff as we go, and just circumnavigating my lunch here as well just to be a complete mess of a show. It's been an interesting day here today. There's construction down at our local supermarket. Basically they're rebuilding it, the whole shopping precinct there, and at the moment there's a few disabled car parks near the supermarket door, and behind them is a wall which is walling off the construction area, and that's road. But people are going and parking there so they can be close to the door, which means nobody can get in or out of the disabled parks. And I'm about to make a really interesting video sort of trying to call the council and the supermarket and local authorities and a couple of local MPs to action to do something about it, because even though there's this whole row of no parking signs there, people just still parking in there and they don't give a shit. So I'm going to do something about it. See if I can anyway. Excellent. So listen well. Hey, good to see you, Hamilton. Whereabouts are you guys? Just sort of stringing this along a little bit while a few more people join in. I did have to bump this back an hour and then turned up late. But yeah, shit happens. Yeah, the parking's not great there, though there is sufficient parking at the supermarket. MB is from the same area I'm in, and but there is sufficient parking. The real problem is people, and their general attitude to not giving a flying fuck about anybody else, to put it bluntly. So it is a no parking area, and there's no parking signs up there, but people aren't paying attention to it, and basically the signs are there. They need to be enforced, or otherwise it just makes it really difficult for other people. Anyway, okie doke. So I'm just going to go and have a quick look at Rolly's channel. I know I've looked at your videos before, Rolly, but I just need to go and have another squiz at it to remember it. ZL. If you're wondering why Rolly's got that rather interesting channel name, it's because he's into it's because he's into the ham radio stuff. That's not coming up for me. What's your actual channel name there, Rolly? Create, consume, repeat. Yep, I'll have a bit of a look at that later on. That's not a problem. That's what we're here for. Sorry if your messages get blocked. Just an interesting thing, guys. If you find that your messages on YouTube channels, when you go into chats, are getting blocked, chances are, and I know this isn't everybody, but chances are that you're either tripping a keyword that gets a video, gets a comment blocked or something. And look at my channel might have been one of those. There's also a possibility that you're spending time on other grow channels where you might be pasting links a lot, and if you're doing that, that can get your comments held as well. There's a golden ratio that YouTube have. I don't know, they probably don't call it that, but there are rules set up that YouTube has that will tend to block links. Oh, right, yeah, hold on a second, I'll fix that up for you. There you go, Rolly, you can paste that now. I am giving Rolly mod on here. It'll take a second to come through. Don't ask for mod, guys, because on Streamlabs yet. Can you use the GoPro 8 on Streamlabs yet? Sometimes is the answer to that one, which probably isn't helping you much. By Streamlabs, I think do you mean OBS? Yeah, thanks, Rolly. Oh, okay, I had it right, but in the channel name it doesn't have the space. Oh, you know what I'm doing, Rolly? I'm trying to search for it in my own channel dashboard, not on YouTube. What an idiot. I do that all the time. I use the wrong search box. Because I'm constantly switching between YouTube and channel. I should really just... Time in New Zealand is 2:15. Yep. What do we got here? Arias Chavez, good to see you. Zintrust, how are you? Yeah, OBS. Hey, Jelly Duck, how are you? Yeah, now the OBS can use any webcam, and GoPro have made the Hero 8, and I think the 9 as well. I've got a 9 behind me. I haven't plugged in and checked it out. Able to be used as webcams. But there's always a but, isn't there? There we go. Found your channel, Rolly. Yeah, I am subscribed. I thought I was. It should have been easier to find. It's me. There's a first lesson. Now, Rolly's got his channel. I'll just quickly show that to you here. It's ZL1BDQ-Rolly. Now, there's a couple of things that YouTube do here, and that is they'll take out the spaces and the hyphen for searching, though you can search for the whole thing. They look at it both ways. Another thing here is that that one's not something people are just going to remember. So what Rolly could do here, now that he's got his 100 subs and everything, do you have a custom channel name yet? $4:15 a.m. in Q8. Yeah, I was actually still awake at 4:15 this morning as well, which is why I didn't do a game stream this morning. I kind of flopped on that one. Okay, so let's have a look here. So yeah, Rolly, I was just wondering, mate, whether you have a custom URL, a YouTube custom URL, and did you know you can have a YouTube custom URL? You do. Excellent. Cool. That definitely helps with things. Now, there is a good reason Rolly has this. It's because it's his ham radio call sign. So, and I'm just having a bit of a look to see what his videos are. Yeah, it's mostly travelling around and checking things out, isn't it? Touring New Zealand stuff in the islands. Oh, yep, I see. Yeah, I would consider something different for the yeah, if you copy and paste the username in, it's not something that's easy to remember though. But oh, excellent! That's good to see. Yeah, I've put up a video earlier in the week about doing custom URLs and stuff. So, for example, for my own one, if you just go youtube.com/Tim Simpson, that works fine now. Oh, I see. There's Rolly's custom URL is there. That did that when I went to the videos page. You don't actually need to have the C in there. That is a good tip. So if you just go like that for Rolly's one, then that will work as well. So there you go. Now Rolly's got some channel art. That's good. That sort of says what the channel does in the art there. Radio. I'm not quite sure what your channel does though. Are you actually going around and touring places, or is it more about the because I'm sort of looking at the expedition part of it. But are you travelling, or are you just sort of is it more about operating ham radio in the Pacific? Because I was thinking what you could do is put a bit of text into the channel image, into your banner, that gave a little bit more, a bit more of a clue about what it is the channel does, because it's not really obvious up front. And if you did that, you might actually grab a few more people as well. Yeah, the promo video does help, and sometimes people will get to that. That if somebody's curious and they want to know more, then you can hit that, of course. And I'm interested here to see whether I've got the audio coming through properly. Yep, there you go. It's that whole thing though about with your channel art and your thumbnails and bits and pieces like that. About having that whole thing come through, the channel art and your thumbnails and your SEO, is that people often don't take any time to look at things, and you've kind of just got a few moments or something to be able to get people's attention. I'm just going to use this one to see if I've got audio coming through, Rolly. Which I don't think I do. No, I think I've... Oh, there we go. Yeah, I do have audio coming through. That's cool. Yeah, so come and check out Rolly's channel anyway. It's quite cool. I do need to come and watch more of these.
Proved to be totally unreliable, and they would often put us in the middle of Portugal while we're still tied up in...
Yep, so there you go. What do we got on here? Sorry, I'm just fluffing around a little bit, guys, while I sort myself out. I'll just head back to Rolly's main page. I'm just making sure I've got things working here. Yeah, so you know they're quite good thumbnails on here. They're well designed. They're consistent. In some places they're a little bit busy, like the Timor one. Let me have a quick look here. Just going to go to the videos tab so I can see more of them. I got to say, for for a channel that's really just beginning, he's managed to do, you've managed to do really well on here. What's it, 4 months old? You come to most 4-month-old channels and you're lucky if they've even got 17 videos, let alone videos with reasonable thumbnails and stuff on them. In some cases I would use things like a bit of a drop shadow on that Rotorua one, just to give some more contrast between the white text and the sky. What do you use to create your thumbnails, Rolly, if you don't mind me asking? And while I've got my camera off me, I'm going to sneakily eat a bit more of my lunch. Zinterest, the GoPro 8. Now, if you go to GoPro.com, you'll see that they've got some webcam software available. I've put up a video on that recently. But for PC, at the time that I did that video, the PC bulk standard paint. Okay. Rory, I would strongly suggest. Do you have thingy blip Tubebuddy? I'll just finish one thing's interest before I go back to the swapping between subjects. I'm really bad at that. I'm absolutely awful at trying to stick to one thing. I keep swapping around all the time. Yeah, paint works, as you can see, but it is a bit bulk standard. If you get a Tubebuddy license, and I'll just quickly show you where I'm going on that one. There's a thumbnail creator in here. What's the best way to get at it? Thumbnail generator. I should know where it is in the set of tools. If I go to my channel here, right. I know I can find it in here. Sorry, this thing isn't particularly quick. Well, that's loading. Yeah, I need to be more disciplined and interest and sort of stick to one thing. I also need to be doing this on a faster machine that doesn't take so long to draw this. This is a utility Mac Mini that I happen to have everything hooked up to. Works fine for doing, running the streams and starting that, but I need something more reactive for doing demos. So in here, if I pick out one of my videos, so well, say the ASMR unboxing one we did, I'm just going to click edit on that one, and in here, if you've got Tubebuddy running, and I've got a pro subscription to Tubebuddy, which if you're starting out and you're under 1,000 subs and stuff, it's only $2 a month, $2 or $3 a month. And I can guarantee that if you use it, it will get you monetized so much faster, and it will pay for itself. Yeah, it's only a couple of dollars, really. So if you do something like this, you can very quickly just grab a still frame from your video. So I'll just bring that up, and I'm just going to come through and might get a frame like this one, just somewhere in here. I'm just going to grab a bullshit frame because I'm not actually going to use it when I'm finished. So there we go. I can grab that frame out of my video there. So I'll click continue. And then in here I can do text overlays and all these sorts of things, all that neat stuff. So quite often I'll just use the Anton font. If you pick a font and stay consistent with it, it's always a really good idea. And then you can just put this is my title, and add that layer. So that adds that as a layer. So now if I put the red on the black and stuff like that, it's not particularly contrasty. So what I can do is, I can change the color of it. I quite often go for a sort of fluoro-y yellow. I go for a straight yellow quite a lot. And if you have a look in here, that's fine when you've got the yellow on the black, but when you come to the yellow on the white, it doesn't work so well. So in here, what this lets you do is you can click on there, and it puts a drop shadow around it, and then suddenly the Y doesn't and the T don't blend into the white so much, and they stand out a lot better. So that works down here, whereas if I turn the drop shadow off, you can't see that at a glance. It doesn't jump out at you. You can see the difference in there pretty quickly. So this is really good. You can add images, they've got shape overlays, emojis, different frames that you can wrap around it, and you can also create your own template. So if you're doing 2 or 3 different types of video, then you can create your own template. Hey look, I could put the picture on now, that would be useful, wouldn't it? And then you can continue save that, and that will publish the thumbnail directly to your video, so you don't need to go and re-upload it. Hey Axel, how are you, brother? Oh, that's a good there. Alexa Dixon might pop in, and we'll have some intelligent discussion later, because it's always intelligent discussion that we have. It never gets silly or immature ever. Okay, so the Tubebuddy for thumbnails is worth the $2 or $3 it costs you as a small tuber straight away. Not a problem. I will put a link to Tubebuddy in here in a second as well. I can just grab one of those real fast actually. Any of my videos has got the Tubebuddy link in it. It is my affiliate link down there, so that does help me as well, of course. And once you've got Tubebuddy, you can also use the affiliate links, and it doesn't take long before that starts covering the cost of having it. And if you get enough affiliates underneath your link, which is paid members under your link that you've referred to Tubebuddy and they stay with Tubebuddy, then you actually get the big Tubebuddy license for free as well, which is cool. So I'm just quickly going to grab one of my videos and get that link out for you. There we go. There it is. I'm just putting that into the chat now, so that if you haven't got Tubebuddy and you're a YouTuber and you're creating content, go there straight away. Get that pro subscription. The basic one is good. The pro sub gives you so much more. I'll just have a quick look at that. This wasn't intended to be a Tubebuddy video, and they're not sponsoring it or anything like that, but it's just damn good. And where are we? These are some of the things it's got anyway. So the Keyword Explorer for helping you come up with keywords and titles and stuff like that, so that your videos actually come up in search results in the first place. Then there's the thumbnail generator, which means that when you do get into the search results, you can create a really good thumbnail that stands out like dog's balls against all the others. Then there's a whole pile of other things like A/B testing if you've got a higher membership, bulk processing of things, and all of these bits and pieces. There's this new bit here as well, the click magnet thing. That's a new one. Quick to identify what content your audience is craving. Ooh, okay. I'm going to be going and playing with that, and probably making a video about that soon too. I'm definitely going to go and play with that. And another really valuable thing on YouTube, if I just go to this video here, it's a really valuable thing on Tubebuddy, is the Seo Tool, which is back into line with what we're talking about. As soon as this comes up, which it will do one day, any second. You can see why I want to replace this Mac Mini with the new one, or something similar. A new iMac would be nice. Here we go. It brings up this whole box of stuff here. And one of these tools in here is the Seo Score. Now this one's really crap on my video, which so I know I need to go and fix this up, which is probably a good thing. It's got an edit tool link straight here as well, so you can get into it, and that's giving me an Seo score of 55 out of 100. Now obviously I want that to be closer to 100. I actually want it to be 100, and it also tells me here exactly why it's not doing it. So the tags in the description I'm failing on, and the tags in the title and description. Now I've probably forgotten to put tags on this video. There are a lot of arguments saying that tags actually aren't of much value to you. So what I'm going to do here is just click on that, build the purpose situation, and that takes you into the Seo Studio part for that video. So it opens up your video in edit mode and takes you straight into Tubebuddy's Seo Studio, which is a tool that helps you generate your tags and things like that. So GoPro 9 ASMR. Okay, let's have a go with this one. So it's finding all these words and tags and stuff, and cool. So obviously ASMR unboxing of the GoPro 9. Okay. So that gives me a 74 out of 100 Seo score. So I'm just going to copy that. And I'll click on next. Now there's a whole heap of tags in here that I've put in. But anyway, okay, I'm not going to spend too much time going through this one at the moment, but as you can see, there's a heap of stuff in here that we can do to help. Yeah. Somebody else has done one as well. That's funny. I wonder if he posted that one after mine. Hey Axel, it looks like we've got copied a few times here, mate. Oh, now that annoys me. Oh no, that's not an ASMR one. So, I wonder how many of those copied our one. That would be really funny. So there you go. I'm populating. I've just clicked through here, and it's populating a better title, better tags, and all that sort of thing. Then it's applied all of that to my video. It's putting the tags in here for me. You can see it in the back. Oh, you can't see it in the background on. Oh, you might be able to. It's quite pale. And I've got this monitor set up way too wrong because it's washing all of that stuff out. Okay, so, and then I can close the Seo Studio. Right, so I'll save that. So that's all good. I think that's funny that there's other ASMR videos for it. I'm going to go and research those later. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is go back to the video itself. Here we go. And we'll see how the score comes up now. So now it's come out at 74. So check that out. That's made a huge difference on that 55 to 74. I can probably go in and do more things and get that up to 100 pretty easily. But yeah, I'm really happy with that tool, that it's just done all those things. And if you have a look in here, it tells you all the things that are right about it and things that you need to do. So yeah, include your exact target keyword as as the first tag, for example, and include your target keyword in the first 200 characters of the description. All of that sort of thing. So if I go do those there, that'll probably bring that back up to 100. But anyway, that's a good demonstration of the sort of things that Tubebuddy can do, and that will just get a few more clicks through to your channel. And I'll just flip back to here. That'll get more clicks through to your channel, which means you're going to get more views, you're going to get more watch time, and you're going to get monetized faster, and that's going to pay for itself straight away. I'll show you one more thing in here, just on my channel, in my analytics, and I'm going to show you my watch time over the last year. And I think what you'll agree is that my views and watch time over the last 365 days, and you see where I started taking Tubebuddy seriously, which was around about March. So beginning of lockdown, I thought, I'm not travelling into town, I've got a couple of free hours every day, I'm going to start doing more videos and start taking this whole thing much more seriously. And I'll get back to that in a second, Axel. And you can see where I started here. So I started making a few more videos, and then I came in, and the thumbnails on these I retro fitted on some of them as well, because I had really bad thumbnails. I wasn't taking thumbnails seriously. I thought people are just going to find the video and watch it. I was so wrong, because they weren't finding the video and they weren't watching them. And as you can see down here, I was getting like fuck all views a day. And then up here I started doing this, and I thought, oh shit, I'm starting to get a few more. And I thought, well, instead of getting 1 or 2 new subscribers a week, can I get 4 or 5 new subscribers a week? But this is what happened. I was getting down here, and sorry, per day, I was getting like 10120012 and that sort of thing. And then it kicked in. I started using Tubebuddy, and then it was like getting into about here, and it was like 7 a day, 5. I thought, oh, I bet my target 10 a day, 4, and then next thing you know, I'm getting 20, 30, 40 new subscribers a day. And that's dwindled off a little bit recently, because I've had insane amount of work on, and it's been keeping me away from doing the videos, which I really want to do, but work pays more, so you've got to do that. And I'm going to kick back in and really push it, and I want to see if I can get that up to like 50 a day. That would be absolute magic if I can pull that one. But you can see that the subscriber click-through rate that I've been getting has changed dramatically over time, and that's all because I started using Tubebuddy properly, and it helped me get the thumbnails up, it helped me get the search optimization, everything like that going. You can't, oh bloody hell, sorry, that was a big long spiel for nothing, wasn't it? Yeah, thanks, Osho. So I was showing you here, so my views over time, and this is where I started using the Tubebuddy. There you go. And it just ramped up fast, and the views have just kept ramping up. And because I've been making more videos and getting more viewers to them, you can see here that my subscriber count came up as well. And that's just natural subscriber count. I'm not going and doing any other bits and pieces. So yeah. 503, how are you, brother? 503 is doing some good stuff online as well. Okay, so here we go. I've only got the one mod on here at the moment. We're not doing it. If I need links from people, I'll do that later. But yeah, so here you go. It's an interesting thing. There's a lot of people. Nothing personal, 503. It's just it's an interesting cultural thing on YouTube at the moment, where people want mod for all sorts of things. It's kind of, the moderator status has kind of become a badge that people get when they're going on to channels where YouTubers are helping each other, which usually just means link dropping. But yeah, so quite often you get people you've never heard of before. So 503, is a different thing. I know him. He's been around for ages and he's doing some really cool stuff. I'll take you through to his channel in a second, actually. And Richmond Language Academy, awesome. Paid version of Tubebuddy, yes. I'm using the Pro plan. I'm going to be upgrading that. In fact, you know what? I'll show you how to upgrade your plan, because I've got Pro license on here. I've actually got Pro license on half a dozen different channels. Now, where was it? I'm not going to actually. No, I'm not going to go do it on here because I don't want to type my credit card stuff in online. But yeah, the do I need to? Where's my account? So you got there's the down dashboardy stuff. There's the, you can come in here and see which channels I've got it affiliated for, which channels I've got it installed on, and not always using it properly. It just uses your Google sign in as well, which is nice and easy. I do like the what's that word for it, where you can just use one account. I know I'm not Lexa Dixon in another life, we just share this machine. So here you can see I've got these 4 channels here. My main channel that you're all used to. I've got a YouTube video tips channel, which I was going to use my main channel as vlog and YouTube video tips for YouTube video tips, but then I just decided, fuck it, I'm just going to do it all on my main channel, so I'm going to repurpose that one later. I'm actually paying for a license on that one as well, but oops. And on my main channel here, I've currently got a Pro license, and you know what, I might actually upgrade that one just to show you guys. Here we go. Proactive, how do I upgrade? I can click on the upgrade, so that takes it to 19 a month New Zealand. The star yearly one, 182. Actually, I'm just going to wait till next pay, and I'm going to do an annual one to get an annual license on it, because that's easier. So I'm just going to, yeah, I'll do that later. But the different licenses, where's the comparison thing? I know they've got that there somewhere. Compare. I thought they had that there anyway. Pro. You know, I've got over 1,000 subs, so it's only $4.50 a month for me. And if you get multiple channels, it's cheaper per channel as well. I think there's a 50% off if you use multiple channels. So yeah, $20 a month is the star subscription. I was just looking for the let me have a look here. Oh, your Rising Star Buddy is the coupon code you can use, by the way. I think you can find it easily in here. I think it applies it automatically. And I was just seeing if it had the comparison between the different ones. Probably under here. Sorry about the fluffing around, guys. Licenses and no, I'll have a look at it later. Anyway, but there you go. Yeah, so Tubebuddy does all sorts of really awesome stuff, so go for that. But anyway, I'll move away from Tubebuddy now, and yeah, who was it before that was asking if I could have a look at theirs? That was scrolls up. Who was it that jumped on before and said, can I have a look at their channel? That was, oh yeah, Crack Consume Repeat. Let's have a look at that one. Your channel name got me interested straight away anyway. So create. Has it got full stops in it? Has it? Yes, it has too. Can't take you anywhere, can I?
I'm okay, thanks for asking.
What broke?
A spoon.
You broke a spoon.
Yeah, broke a spoon.
You broke a spoon. Yeah, or a spoon. Yeah, go find yourself a stool or a seat. I've got Lexa Dixon in
Breaking
the
the
house.
studio?
Yeah, he just walks in the door and something breaks. Yeah.
Tried to get him without the cat getting in. We should stop.
It's probably out
there.
probably out there.
Alright.
Yeah, you can work your way around. You'll be able to tell from the noises that Axel's making that this place is in a bit of a fucking mess, but you can't see that on camera. And only the mess in my lens shelf, and he left the window open as well. Okay, create, consume, repeat. Here we go. I'm just going to click on there.
Studio comparison video.
A studio comparison video.
Yeah.
Well, the reason this is a mess, I was too busy tidying up the other one for you. But it's only in a mess because I'm tidying it up. And I do want to do a studio tour video as soon as it's something worth touring. Here we go.
I'll break my neck and die one day.
Ears open. Here he is. Make sure he's in frame. Yeah.
Not that you have your video on.
Yeah, there we go. So I'll just flip back to here. So here's Lexa Dixon. That was about it, really.
Yep.
Yeah, and the fact that he's here says that the stream is about to get really silly really fast.
Well, as long as you show stuff when you're meant to, like your screen.
Yeah, exactly. He's here to. Oh, look, there you go. There's the thing. You can be line producer. So this is bloody good. It's a really good idea. If you can manage it, guys, get a bloody line producer in who can come in and push your buttons for you. I knew that was the moment I said that way. I knew it was wrong, and that it was. Okie doke. So anyway, let's jump back to here. I'm doing your job for you already. Create, consume, repeat. Just have a quick look here. This is that's really nice channel out at the top.
I like that.
It's is it a custom button you got on the Xbox controller?
Yeah, it's not standard.
So that's the first thing I noticed was your Xbox controller, because on my PlayStation controller I've got the bloody rubber on. This one here's just started splintering up. God damn it! I'm going to need to find some new rubber on it, or I might just go get a new PlayStation 5. I need two controllers.
And then I can get your 4, like you said.
No, the 4 will be available, but you can't have it because
I don't want it.
Mm.
I just want to use it.
Yeah.
In the studio over there.
Yeah. So not only half my house is getting hijacked, also my PlayStation's going to get hijacked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, if you had an Xbox, I'd be like, hey, you can keep that.
Yeah, but that's okay because he keeps bringing me ginger monsters.
Yep, and large roosters.
Yeah. Do I have? No, I don't think I've got one of those around at the moment. Yeah. Okay. But anyway, so yeah, back to this. I'll scroll down so I can see the chat again.
Hey, Osho.
Yeah, also, cameraman, you'll notice that all of the YouTubers who start getting up over 10,000, and I'll be doing the same myself, 10,000 subs sort of thing, and they're getting the hits and views and the income that come with that, all suddenly have a camera guy person running around with them, and I'm definitely going to be doing that.
Are you telling me I'm going to get busy?
No, you're too bloody busy already.
I was going to say.
Yeah, no, I've already been talking to Cameron. Oh, Xbox Elite controller, right? Does it come with that that funny button automatically? Does it? That's quite cool. Anyway,
Oh, is this Osho's channel?
no, this is Create Consume Repeat. As somebody's popped on here, and
Oh, yeah.
yeah. Whereabouts are you from?
Ban him from the studio. Super strong. See, they like me already, bro.
Let's have a look down here.
That is nice.
Yep. Love what you're doing with your thumbnails. Yes,
Although
I seriously want to get the Conan game. I'm a major Conan
the only
freak.
thing I would say about the ATM Mini Pro thumbnail is move your text over a little so then the R isn't lost with the duration time.
Yeah, and that's something else I do as well. Yeah, you can see down here that there are certain parts of the thumbnail that get used by YouTube, particularly down that right hand side. And so avoiding putting stuff under there is a good idea. That's why I typically have all my text on the left hand side.
Apart from that, it's really good, really clear.
Yeah, it's great contrast. So the white background with text is good. The yellow text you've got on that one there is just loses it. It's something you need to be careful about. What else we got down here? I really want to go and have a squiz at the Conan game, but I need to get that. Yeah, I've got a lot of first and second print Conan books and everything as well.
See the professional, the top video on the right, same sort of thing. Professional gets lost where it's got 1036.
Yeah. How to shoot a short film. I'm going to be coming in having a good look at some of your stuff, mate.
Oh, Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah. Did you ever play the original Cthulhu game? Alone in the Dark. It's a really old game. It's actually I think it was actually a DOS game.
Oh, wow.
The original one, yeah.
Wasn't Duke Nukem the same?
Yeah.
Mm.
Pre-Windows 3.11. Well, Windows 3.11 was sort of out at the same time, but nobody played it. Yes, I can totally appreciate your description. Mine says something about my psychologist as well. But yeah, no, I like this one. Yeah, I'll definitely sub to that, and I'm going to be going to have a look. And I'll be running through some of your videos this evening. Yeah, love what you've got in there, mate. Are you doing this sort of stuff full time as a career with the photography and filmmaking, or? Right, yeah, I've got 7 years on you there, mate. Yeah, there's a lot of people saying that, oh shit, the YouTube's a young fella's game, and they're all in their mid-20s or teens, or and Casey Neistat going, oh, I'm in my 30s now, I'm getting, he's just turned 40, I think, or just about turned 40 or something, and going, oh, I'm an old man in YouTube now, and I'm thinking, for fuck's sake,
you feel ancient.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people feel that they're getting on a bit too much and they're too old to start YouTube, and that's a load of bollocks. Anyone can do it. It's completely age independent. It's great. Yeah. You work in advertising. Yeah, I thought you might be somewhere in the media. It really does show. I really like the font that you're using on some of these as well. It's a nice, simple, bold font. It's really easy to read, and it stands out, and that's something a lot of people could do. I'm just going to come back and just have a look at the YouTube homepage in general. Yeah, I had a funny feeling that was coming up, Rolly. If you have a look on here, straight away, I do the same sort of thing. I'm using a very simple font. I'm really bad at putting too much text in, so I tend to have a font here that's a font that's a bit narrower, so I'd go for the compressed stuff. Rob does some great stuff. He does a lot of live streaming, but so much of it is vertical video. This one over here, there's something on this one that stands out, but
Oh, yep.
yeah, this thumbnail really stands out. There's no buts about it.
Oh,
Boom. Osho, you can see what I mean here about the drop shadow. Dax plays is also Osho. He's got a couple of things going on, like most of us do. And that down to the wire, the E, the H, the E, and the W just get lost in it. If you click on that that drop shadow thing in the Tubebuddy title thing, that will make a massive difference on there. Another thing I do is I also tend to overshoot a little bit on my videos. I definitely overshoot on my live streams, but that's another whole problem. And I purposefully go and get something to use as a thumbnail shot quite often. I don't always remember to, but whenever I can, I do that. Casey Neistat's one's here. You can see he doesn't do anything text-wise on his thumbnails. Very, very seldom does he, but they create an emotive image that sort of tells a story anyway, because you've actually got your title down here, and more often than not, that's enough. You know, oops, I accidentally clicked on that one, sorry about that. But you know, you've got your title down the bottom. Do you really need to put much else in the video? There's something to consider. So I often have something quite generic up in the video if I remember to. I get carried away. I admit it. I'm bloody useless at it. I get carried away. I could just have the image there because the title's down below and the text sometimes is a bit superfluous. But you do want to put something up there sometimes that just grabs people really quick.
See, I used to think that your title would have to be the text in your thumbnail.
No, it doesn't. Oh, another tip as well. One of the reasons I have a different title here and up here is that YouTube's AI actually reads the text in the graphic, even though it's just graphic. It OCRs it basically. This is a nice simple thumbnail. Formula One are absolutely brilliant with their thumbnails. They're just not surprising because they pay millions and millions for media people to do that. So you know, something like that's great. Nacon Shop is another streamer, and does a lot of other videos as well. He was doing videos. I hope he still is. Which obviously that one there, he's got 1,100 subs, so giving himself a bit of a whoop. This guy down here, Dslr video shooter, he's been around for quite a while, and he does great thumbnails. Once again, you'll notice that there's no text in the thumbnail. It's not really needed because the image says everything, and then you've got the title below to sort of expand on that sort of thing. Fishy Comics over here, he sometimes has text in his thumbnails, but more often than not, it's just he just goes and gets an appropriate screen grab, and his title sort of do his actual video title down here does the rest of the work. But you can see from the screen grab what he's doing, obviously, and I think he's put up another one as well because I think he broke the car jack and it collapsed on him. But yeah.
So Tim Plays Games one.
Yeah, Tim's Plays Games. Yeah, those are fantastic thumbnails and a really brilliant channel as well. You should definitely go for that one. But yeah.
What?
Tambian, good to see you there. Mirrored K Vlogs, cool. Who else we got up here? Osho, still around. It's cool, awesome. So yeah, who wants to have stuff looked at next? Ed's Full Driving Camping. There we go. He's already asked there. I can do that. Let's have a quick squiz. Heads 4WD. I'm pretty sure I've already got you there, so it'll come up. Yep. There you go, mate. 48 vids now. You've been tuning a few out since I looked at you. That's good. I thought I had you subscribed, but obviously not. You walked into that one.
No, I ran into it.
Yeah, you did. Head first.
Yep.
Right, I just opened this one up. I promise I'll get a faster machine set up here for doing this next time. I knew I was walking into this with a problem, given that I've got so many faster machines sitting around here. I was thinking, oh, I just run it off my laptop. Then I remembered my laptop doesn't have HDMI out. I don't think it does. No, my laptop doesn't have an HDMI out. It's a bit old. And oh, Myriad's got an event. Myriad's in Las Vegas, cool. Okay, I'll go and check that one out as well. That's taken a while to come up for me, isn't it?
How's your stream going? It's got that buffering. Chat disconnected.
Oh dear. Internet drop. There we go. Not sure what happened there. Should be back and happy. That's connected and resumed by the look of it. We seem to have had, I was just going on saying it was loading really slowly, and then we had a message coming up saying that the connection dropped, but that's a bit of a pain in the butt, really. Okay, so I'm just going to quickly jump on and sub to that one.
Tim Byan wants you to look at his channel if you can at some point.
Yep, I will definitely do that.
And so does Lex Dixon.
If I can get to it. Okay, here we go. I love the channel art, the banner you've got on here.
That's cool. Australia?
It's all right. Whereabouts is the banner
Camping
art?
Down Under. Yeah, Australia.
Yeah, was that taken in the Simpson Desert sort of area?
Well, you're that cool now, you have your own desert.
Yeah, I do. Rawsaw Land, awesome. Yep, it's back again. Yeah, not sure what happened there. We had an internet drop. I've definitely got more than enough bandwidth. I made sure that when I got this internet connection that I could have enough bandwidth to run about 45 to 60 of these streams at full resolution, full time. There's nothing like a decent bit of overkill. Affiliate links I'll get into in a wee bit. I'm just going to have a quick look at here. So yeah, Ed's full drive. Yeah, that looks like sort of Simpson desert colouring, or is it just oversaturated from somewhere else? What have we got down here? Yep, sweet. there's just something about all the desert and the outback that I would love to sort of start at my sister's place in Brisbane one day and then just go from east to west right across the entire country.
That'd be cool.
It would be a hell of a long trip. But yeah. Yeah, what are you using for thumbnails, Ed's full drive? There's quite a bit of this thing going on where the thumbnails are getting a bit lost. In the image behind them. And the red is a good colour to stand out if you're on white or a really light background. But as you can see over here, they've got this DIY shower camp. I'm losing the I, the A and the H, or particularly the I and the A in DIY and camp, and I can't even see. Oh, is it hot water in red? Okay, I can see what you're doing there. The hot water just completely disappears. Wonder if I can... Yeah, if I had a faster machine here, I'd pull that and do it again. What I would do would be to swap your font out for something that was more of a sans serif font. Sans serif font means one that's more like this one you've got on the Merringtons video. So it doesn't have all the serifs. It's a much simpler font, and it means that it's very, very quick for people to read. It just catches the eyeball. The other thing, of course, is you could very easily you have minimized your titles to put into the text, but it's just really, really hard to read some of them. It's good you're using Tubebuddy, cool. Yeah, stuff like the Respect the Bush campaign. I would just put leave Respect the Bush. The rest of it's in the sorry, Respect the Bush, Respect the Beach. Okay, and I would just have the 3 words in there, and have them in a slightly bolder sans serif font, and so that way you can actually have the text. You could even just put respect, because your title down the bottom, yeah, or just respect the bush, and make it so that it really stands out a lot heavier. What if I could grab one of his thumbnails quickly? I want a screenshot out of here quickly and do something with that in Tubebuddy. So if I grab that, okay, you've got your... Is that a thumbnail, or have you actually got that printed on your garage door? Is that actually printed on your garage door, mate? It's hard to tell in here. Kind of looks like it might be. Oh, I just seeing your bags here. See, that's another thing you can do, is instead of actually putting the graphic, the text on the graphic, use something in the real world to create the text. So, you know, like hold that up and get a screenshot, get a photo or something if you're holding that up, because there's your text in here, which is what you're wanting, and you can get away with just using that. Yeah, so if you held that up next to your head and take a photo of that, that would be quite cool. Oh, it is an overlay. Okay. You had me wondering there. It sort of integrates in, and I wasn't sure with some of the outline whether it was actually printed on your garage door. It would be a cool thing to print on your garage door. But yeah, if you held that up and took a photo of it, you know, so held it up here, over Axel's face, then no, that's my bank statement. So held it up there, a big bag. Not that everybody wants to put a big bag over Axel's face, but
Are you sure?
That's what she said. That joke never gets old, does it?
No, it does.
Anyway, no, that bag won't work. But if you did that and held it up, then you could have the text for your thumbnail and stuff actually on something in the real world in the photo rather than putting text over it. But if I was to come back here and grab one of your grab a screenshot from here, for example, so I'll just see if I can actually do that and whether this thing's quick enough to let me. No, it's not going to. This machine's going to be a pain in the butt. I'll do something else. I've got a few things on creating thumbnails and that, but then I'll just trim it down. So in Tubebuddy you can scale the picture, the screenshot you've got up, and I just keep the clean garage door and sort of in this area here, and then just put your text up in that bit, and really make it stand out. So just white text, a sans serif font, and there's the black drop shadow on it just to lift it up again. And that would be really bright and would stand out. And when you've finished creating your thumbnail with Tubebuddy, it also lets you compare what you've created with other videos that are in the same search result, so you can see whether your thumbnail is one that really stands out. Let's have a look, see if I can show you that. So if we come back into here and do the create thumbnail thing again, and just thinking about the right way to do this. So if I just pick it from a still frame once again, oh, that's my ASMR one. Yep. If you go continue and then put some text on, which I'm not going to do at the moment, and go to the next one, then what it does is it does a search and it shows you all of the thumbnails that you're competing with. So if they're all black thumbnails, you might want to do one that's dominantly green or yellow, so your garage door stands out perfectly there, and all that sort of thing. So you can create something that doesn't look like all of the other ones, especially in that first half dozen, which are the first few, which are the ones that you're competing with directly. I do have that up there. Yeah. So creating a thumbnail that. Oh yeah, thank you. Good, well done, producer person. Creating a thumbnail that doesn't. Where was I going? You distracted me with that one. Yeah. So you want to create a thumbnail that
is different to everybody else's.
That is different to everybody else's and really jumps out. You want to make sure that if you've got text on your thumbnail, that really jumps out, and if you and if you can do that and combine it with a good title and description that gets into the search results, that's what's going to get your video seen a lot more than anyone else's. So all these little things just make a bit of a difference. Funnily enough, tags don't actually make too much of a difference, but they do let the search engine know how to relate your video to other videos. So they won't actually help you much in the search results, but they will help YouTube say this is a related video to all of these other things. So it's about telling YouTube about your video rather than helping get it found in the search engine. So you'll hear some people say that tags don't matter. They do matter, but they don't affect search as much as you might think they do. Okay, what else have we got here? Who else was it that stuck their hand up?
No, if you go up.
If we go up and
started with, I think, T.
Tambian. Yep. Let's have a quick look at that one here. Okay. Oh, he's getting good. Right. Let's just quick there. The great thing about the Ed's Full driving camping ones is that the imagery that you've got to put behind them, and around Australia it was just absolutely fantastic.
Beautiful country.
Okay. One day I'm going to do a world tour of YouTubers.
I'm just down the road, bro.
That I like.
Oh, wow. Right, so I think I'm going to unsubscribe from somebody now.
No, don't unsubscribe.
I don't think losing one sub is going to do much for you, bro.
Yeah. So, have your time.
Don't touch me. Yeah, okay, that's alright. Oh, goodness.
I
I
like
like the banner.
Yeah, I like the banner. That's
The font's cool.
good choice of font. That's very easy to read.
Maybe a little bit more spacing though, because it looks like Tembe and Ni. There's no clear space between Tembe and Ni.
That's just the spacing in the font itself.
But in like places like Photoshop and stuff, you can actually
Kern that out.
yeah, or even make it 4 different layers. But yeah, apart from that, I reckon it looks good.
I like that. It's a nice, subtle image, and it would really stand out from a lot of other sort of things around it, I'm imagining. So let's have a look at the videos and thumbnails that he's got on here. I like the little badge that you've got in the corner. I see that's through a few of them. Just having a quick read through. This pattern that you've used in a couple of them here, where you've got image on the left hand side and text on the right hand side, is quite cool. What it shows in particularly the second one, the special episode 2, I could see using that pattern for that particular video series. Using a different, that's a really good point there. Using a different pattern or template for a video series is quite a cool thing to do as well. Because it shows you can have some consistency through your videos, but it's also fine to have variations on that consistency so that you can make things stand out. That's something I've been thinking about doing myself, but haven't quite done that. Things like this base tutorial here are good. So you've got the same bottom line, and you've tagged them as a series again once as well. It's 1, 2, 3, 4 of those, and the different bit on top, which is quite cool. This video here, the relaxing music video. There's been a lot of these things come through, and I've got to say, to be honest, they drive me nuts because they keep popping up everywhere, and they end up playing for hours and hours and hours.
Well, it's good if you want something to sleep to.
Yeah, it's an interesting video model actually, because that'll run for an hour, and it'll get a lot of watch time, and what they're designed to do is be picked up. They're designed to be picked up at the when you're watching one video and you leave it and you wander off or something, you'll leave something running in the background. These here pick up, and they're getting massive amounts of watch time, and they're hitting all the triggers for running a lot longer, and so YouTube start putting them in more and more and more. But you do need to be a little bit careful, because they get close to triggering the automated content community guideline things, so yeah, don't get caught up in that. So I think some of them have been getting in trouble for that already.
There's also another sneaky little thing, like if you put that on, go to sleep, while you're asleep, when it finishes, it goes on to that same user's video.
Yeah, this is that. These things,
Yeah.
because they're so long, they're getting a lot of watch time, and because they sneak in after a video, you don't actually realise you're playing it, and the retention on them is phenomenal. They've got really, really high retention.
Shall we do one for an hour?
And I've got no problem with these videos in particular, but what I do have a problem with is if you don't want them, it's really hard to get rid of them. You can't say to YouTube, I don't want to see this video anymore. Yeah. And
so that's why we just go out and start making our own. We can't lose them, we join them.
yeah, I love your jam session thumbnails and stuff. Apart from the fact, yes, you've got a number at the top of them where it's like part 1, part 2, part 3, I think. Is it? It's hard to tell. I can't actually read it. Of course, you click into it, you can't see it anyway. Hard to see the bit at the top to say what that is. That text is too small. You need to be testing thumbnails on small at the small layout level so that you make sure they are actually readable. What else we've got in here? I do love your thumbnails in general. They do look really pro. And I do like that you're keeping consistency through a series of videos, and there's something fairly consistent through the whole lot of them as well. I think you've been using the same font here or a variation on it through a lot of them.
Has it been separating them in playlists?
That's a good question. Using playlists is really important as well. Yeah, he has.
Oh, good.
So that's great. Always use playlists. You can keep playlists for your different series of videos, but it's also a good idea to have a playlist for everything. So create one more playlist here, which is just for all your videos, and you can call it basically anything you want. But if you have a playlist that's for everything, that creates relationships. Playlists tell apart from playlists tell users that this is a set of related content, and that's what YouTube want to see as well. So YouTube say these videos are related to each other, and by putting things into a playlist, YouTube goes, well, person watched this one all the way through, what am I going to recommend next? Another one. I want to recommend related content. So YouTube want to give people content that they want to watch, and by having things in a playlist, that content is related, so they want to watch it. If you also have a playlist that's got all of your videos in it, then that creates a second relationship between them. So it's always worth having one playlist that's got everything, as well as the individual playlist for your groups of videos. So overall though, I love this channel. It's good. It's got some great stuff, and I'm going to come back and have a look at it a bit more. There's a couple of things here, just watching the contrast on the white on orange over white. If you'd put the text that's on the orange background, and made that, if that was black rather than white on the orange, or if you took that orange and made it a deeper tone. See, the white over here on the appreciation video one works well because there's enough contrast there. There's not enough on this, and also just in some of these, watch the font sizes as well to make sure that they do work on the in the smaller sizes. Cool. I hope that's been useful. Love what you got here. Channel keywords. Not enough people use them. It's good to have there. The only other thing I would do would be to create You don't need to have your channel keywords shown on here. So if you go and modify your channel settings, I'll just jump back to my one. Kill that for a second. Yeah, Axel, as shown before, did you know that if you go to your channel, you can just don't need to put that C in there, and you've got the custom channel name.
Oh, sweet.
You can just do that now. That's a recentish change.
Talking about that, do you know your Games with Tim or Tim Plays Games channel doesn't actually have its custom URL?
It does now.
Was that from yesterday? Because I looked yesterday and it didn't.
Let's have a look at that one.
It was after you'd done your video.
Dun 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 dun.
Sweet.
There it does. It was just you.
Yeah. Always just me.
Yeah. So in here I've put a couple of different sections in this one. So if you pop into here, I'll just switch channel. Oh, am I going to regret that? No, probably. Just switch to the other account. There we go. And customize channel. There's a lot of stuff you can do in here to tweak things. This interests you, so we'll do that. Interesting that look at my channel seems to be...
Yeah, where's a please or thank you?
I know what you mean. Yeah. In here they've been making some changes in here as well, and there's a few more to come. So in this one I need to add a channel trailer, which I haven't done yet, and you can add a featured video for returning subscribers. So that's two different videos you can have. So if people are coming back and they're a returning subscriber, what you might want to do there is jump in and add your most recent stream, for example. And
well, then you'll be doing that every time you do a new stream, right?
yeah, you would be. You'd be doing that every time you
so you
come
want to
back to your
find
stream.
something generic, like, you know, even if you do a video, welcome back, blah, 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 blah.
Well, for returning subscribers, you might just want to come and put your most recent one in, because that's the one. Or if it's a video that you want to drive particular traffic to. So I'm doing all the Assassin's Creed stuff in there, but maybe I'd go, shit, I want to drive some more traffic to another one. And I need to come... I put the wrong thumbnail on that one, didn't I? What a dumbass. I'll sort that one out. But yeah, so here's a stream here I did yesterday, or the one before, for example. I can put that up, and there you go. That's now my featured video for that one. So that will be more prominent on the page. So if I reload this here now, there we go.
Wouldn't you have to go to your channel via somebody else?
Yeah, I might need to do that. There's a view as a subscriber thing, but I can't.
I thought I saw it, but I have no idea where it's gone.
Yeah, but if you guys pop in there now, you probably see that pop up. Maybe now, maybe shortly, as a featured video for returning subscribers. I can't remember what the tag is in the keyword.
So you got Richmond Language Academy, and then
have.
after that, Zintros, because Richmond asked earlier.
Yep, I did see that one. Thank you. Yeah, so you can also, up in here, you got your channel link. As you can see, it's that one. They put the C in here still, though you don't need that anymore, which is quite cool. And I need to come do a channel trailer for this one as well. Another thing I'm going to do is show you how to use the ATM Mini and an HDMI in from a PC or a Mac to do an intro video into a live stream as well, which is quite cool. So sort of a
way technical.
a lead and trailer, so you can go live and hit play and have a video intro graphic sort of thing coming
like
up.
I did my live stream last week.
Oh, you did that? That's so
yeah, there were a couple of videos I played. I set up an OBS and did it that way.
Ah, cool.
Not via ATM.
But you can do it. You do it in OBS as well. Yeah. In any switcher, whether it's hardware or software. So yeah, that sort of thing. Oh right, if I hit the publish button, which was underneath Then it'll come up. Right. Yeah, in here there's a couple of other things you can do as well. So obviously your profile picture and your banner image. Now the banner image, I'm going to do a whole separate stream, a whole separate video on doing channel art, because it's changed a wee bit, and there's some stuff you can do to make sure that your channel art works on desktops, on phones, on tablets, and on TVs now as well. So there's particular dimensions and stuff that you need to adhere to. That's always been a bit of a rule, though most people haven't been aware of it. So if you set it up properly, as you can see on here, I've just got a strip banner, which is what most of us have got. But if I come back to my other channel, my main channel, switch count and back to there. I'm pretty sure I did it on this one. If I didn't do it on this one, I should have. There we go. And channel
Southern corner, isn't it?
Your channel customize. No, we'll just go there and then I'll hit the customize again. Yep. Yeah. Yeah. Just a tip with these things here, the picture-in-picture thing. If your camera is on the left-hand side of your monitor, then put the picture-in-picture up onto the right hand side of your screen. The reason for that is that way you're always looking into the screen instead of looking out of the screen. Quite interesting. Also, if your camera is below eye height, put it up in the top corner. If your camera is above eye height, then put it down the bottom corner. Once again, so you're either looking up or down. So mine is below eye height and it's to my left, so I put that to the top right. So you're looking into the screen. That way your line of sight is pointing in where you want people to look. Anyway, so I was just going to have a quick look in here for the branding. And no, that's still my old banner image and shit. Okay, I'm going to create myself new channel art. And I'm going to do that as a video, and I'll show you the that'll be a video coming up very shortly, because I need to do this. And I keep getting compliments on that photo. I use a similar one at work. It scares the shit out of people because I've got my eyes wide open.
And does it look like?
Yeah, I keep getting emails from people saying, yeah, thanks for the da-da-da or whatever you've done at work. By the way, I love the image you've got on Outlook. Yeah.
Mine's a cartoony one. Do some filters and stuff.
A lot of people do that. Yeah, okay, so this is a failed demonstration because I don't have in here what I thought I did, but that's alright. I'm sure one of my other channels does. The other thing in here is this little thing down the bottom here that a lot of people are unaware of or neglect. And it's just a little small square image. I've got a subscribe button down there. Hard to read, but most people recognize it because of the red on white play button thing. And then just my name, and that there will stay down in the bottom corner of all my videos all the time, and it's really easy to click on for people to subscribe. It's very subtle, but yeah, that's the sort of thing that works, and it's actually a functional button as well, unlike the graphics a lot of people use. So where are we going here? I'll close those off again. But yeah, generally this is a great channel. Thanks for showing it, and I've subbed to that one as well. Go check it out, guys. It's yeah, looking pretty cool. I'm definitely going to go look at some of the bass guitar stuff. I've got like 3 bass guitars here, and I only ever play around with them. Any girl, how are you? Yeah, dear, definitely love to have you around. Right, here we are. Man, you can see that drop out in there where I fell offline, can't you?
No, I wouldn't have a clue. No, missed it.
Yeah, I'm going to have to find that one out. I've got an internet router that's supposed to, if there's an outage, it's supposed to cut over to 4G, and I probably need to get one that cuts over to 5G instead, so it gives everybody COVID at the same time.
But of course.
Yeah, what I have. Right, who was up next?
Richmond.
Richmond was up next, and then we'll have a look at Zinterest.
Yep.
Okay. Richmond Language Academy. See, right at the top there. And why isn't that?
See, now your true colours come out, Tim.
Yeah, no, a lot of channels were, a lot of subs were unsubbed
No, the whole, yeah.
over the last month or so. So I have been going back and resubbing to people that have fallen off. Richmond Language Academy. Let's have a look down here. This is something I use quite a bit as well. Up the top here is just enough so you can see it. The Insights box, which is something that comes with the what's the name of that tool set? Keywords.
It's just up there. Just hover over it and I'll tell you. Next to Mega.
There.
Yeah, but if you hover over the little icon at the top, it should
Oh
tell
yeah,
you what
that's
it
right.
is.
Keywords Anywhere. I just remembered.
As you go up.
Keywords Everywhere. It's another plugin that you can put in. It's free, and it's definitely worth having. It gives you some really good overview information on a channel, so you can see what sort of results the title gets, and that's actually a really good title result.
Did you want to quickly go back to Ed's? He's just changed the thumb and just wants to see if it's better.
Yeah, I can do that, definitely.
I think people were missing seeing your face.
Fair enough. So even though that sub wasn't there, you would have noticed that the Richmond Language Academy did pop up after I typed 3 letters in the search results.
Mm.
There we go, let's have a look at that.
Respect the Bush campaign. Was that the... Yeah, that was one you were talking about, eh?
It might take a while for the thumbnail to come through. Yeah, I'll come back and check that again shortly. Right, so Richmond Language Academy. Now, this fella's got some really good thumbnails and graphics and stuff. I've had a look. So he's definitely put a bit of thought into this one. This is a really good example. It tells you straight away in the channel art what the whole channel is about. You can't miss that one, and that's something that I would strongly encourage people to do. And I also like that he's integrated his icon. So this here used to actually be up over the channel art, didn't it? Yeah, it used to be sort of semi-imposed over it, so you'd have to
half and half or something.
yeah, it was sort of over here or something like that. And does it still do? No, it doesn't do. You had to be a bit careful about not putting anything underneath it.
That was like the old Facebook banners.
Yeah, the Facebook banners are doing that as well. I do like that you've kept that up here, and something really important there is actually having a face on there. Is really important. Even better is if you can eyeball it and have eye contact, if that works for you. In the case of this one here,
did you want to show my banner as an explanation?
That works. Show yours. You're trying to sneak in there.
Just know my banner. I've got
banner.
that picture you're talking about. You know, looking at eyeballing the camera and showing a bit of creative.
Yeah, if you're gonna eyeball the camera. See, this one here I've done. It's a face thing, but there's some emotive content in there.
See, I like that.
Yeah. You don't have to be eyeballing the camera. If you look at Mr. Beast over here, he definitely does. Smiling, could be grimacing. I could have had stomach ache, or so, I don't know. Lex Dixon. So we haven't got too distracted from you, Richmond, give me. And holy shit, okay. Yeah. So there's the oh right, that's from your zombie movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Go check out a zombie movie too. So yeah, eyeballing and having that eye contact is a massive effect. It actually creates a real
Connection.
neurochemical connection. Though for the Richmond Academy one, that contemplative look you've got on there is absolutely spot on for what you're doing. So I wouldn't change that one. I like that as it is. There's absolutely no reason to change that. I've actually just been thinking that maybe this monitor's auto settings have been blowing out some of the stuff. I'm going to have to go check the auto contrast control on it.
Well, you did turn it up for your gaming.
I turned it down again, but it's still blowing stuff out. So, and I noticed it was brightening and auto adjusting later. I'll go mess with it. For check it in your videos tab, let's have a look down here. Oh, actually, I'll start on your home page. So you've got the cool. So you've got your highlighted content here. Your thumbnails are once again consistent but well varied. You don't want all your thumbnails to be the same. I see some channels that come up with a really good thumbnail and they just reuse the same image over and over again. This is a really good way of doing it. Is using a couple of different images and
that one there's a series though.
Yeah, so that's a series. That's a series. Though they do have that same feel. So you've got that sort of watercolor faded. It's not a static color. I like that. I really like how you've got that blended color highlights in the background. It's nice and contrasty. So it's light colors with black text over it. Because of the white background and you standing out on it, you know, that works brilliantly well. I can't fault your thumbnails one bit.
There's a video that might help you, Tim.
There's a
how to be an attractive man.
I am. I grow the beard in the hair to hide it, just to keep people away. So no, yeah, yeah. Your text and everything is more aligned to the right. Yeah, in procrastination now. That's what I need. Yeah, that's the worst enemy of any YouTuber is procrastination. Yeah, I really like what you've got down here. American versus British accents. I'm gonna yeah. American versus British accents for Filipino people. That's going to be fun. I do a bit of accent coaching for people from time to time.
It's true.
Oh, that's right. We did that one, didn't you?
Yeah. You taught me how to be a subtle American.
That was more Irish.
Aye. It's been a while. Wasn't it? People didn't like the war like they do now.
Yeah.
Kind of that thing. But not like Trailer Park Boys. You know, yeah. Still working on it.
Yeah, an American accent is an interesting thing because American accents are from just about everywhere. And you just go around 4 or 5 different areas in New York, for example, and you've got totally different accents and the tonal differences and different burrs on the R's and the way they use hard consonants and but yeah, just have a quick flick through here. Yeah, no, these are really good. Your how to make effective YouTube thumbnails. The text on that one's a bit small. No, I'm a fussy bastard now. It's enough. I could read it, and yeah, I know you're doing some of the live streams similar to this one as well, and I've been meaning to pop onto those. I will now, definitely. I have sort of had some of your stuff playing in the background. I've gone and watched some of your live streams afterwards because they're not always at times that work for me so well in New Zealand. But yeah, that, and if Jerry's online, I've got to go hang with him. You know what it's like. Yeah, no, that's really good. The links you've got up here to Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, that's something you can add, guys, in the YouTube settings. I won't go look for it right now. I'm not on my channel, but you can add all of these sort of links in and make sure that your channel art allows for that overlay area as well, by the way. And they can link through to your other socials. It's a really important thing to have. It's not really good enough just to put your Facebook URLs and stuff like that in here as graphic, because they're not clickable, so no one's ever going to use them. It'll let people know that you are on Facebook, but if you want them to actually go to your Facebook and hook up, or go to your Instagram or anything like that, then you need to be using these the links that are built into the trying to remember what it's called now. If you have a look at your channel settings, it's all in there anyway. That's something else I might make another video about, is how to link to your other socials from Facebook, from YouTube. So yeah, no, I really like that one. Guys, go along, check out the Richmond Language Academy. He does a whole heap of really good stuff in here, not just language, but obviously personal grooming. And
we might have to watch a couple of those videos, hey Tim?
No, I gave up on that years ago. Somebody asked me how to grow a beard like this. I said stop fucking shaving. Yeah. Dolly Lamas, great to see you, mate. Okay, who was I going to go check out next? Was Zinterest. Yeah, he's been waiting patiently. Thank you for that. I've actually been quite keen to go and check this one out. Zintress. Okay, there we go. Make sure I type it properly. There we are. Coming back to YouTube. Right, let's have a quick look.
It's hard to read.
Yeah, some of that's a bit hard to read up in here, the black on the green, and in here you can see how these are getting lost. It's good that you got the links over here as well. So you got the Instagram one, Discord, obviously the YouTube one, we're already here.
Twitch and
what's the other one you've got there?
Donations.
Donations.
And
oh,
Twitch.
Okay. Donations and Twitch. Yep. So it's the donations one. Yeah, but is that if you got the same username, you're probably better off putting the Twitch one up here. YouTube love that. YouTube don't care actually, because so much Twitch. Yeah, good trick with Twitch, and I noticed that Twitch have changed their policy on that as well, is that if you if you're using Twitch have changed it. There used to be, I think it was a week or a fortnight or something before you could, especially if you partnered on Twitch, it was about a fortnight before you could put a video up on other social media, and they've taken that back down to I think 48 hours now. So yeah, after 2 days you can put it up on your YouTube channel, take a Twitch video and put it on your YouTube channel, which is quite cool. They've sort of realised that wasn't workable. I don't think people were paying much fucking attention to it anyway. But also having the Twitch videos on YouTube, then you link back and say, right, if you want to watch it live, I'm on Twitch. If you want to watch it afterwards, I'm on YouTube. Because I've always thought the one failing of Twitch was that there's no way for your videos to be persistent. I think you've got... How long is it now on Twitch until videos disappears, interest? I think it was about a fortnight. I can't remember. but there's certainly not much in the way of persistence. There's a lot of things that people I know who are streamers, Twitch streamers, and I think, oh shit, that was bloody funny, and you think, right, I'll go back and have a look and see what happened here, and then you go, oh bugger, and it's gone, and that's it. It's just lost. It's never there again. But yeah, but for the text on here, the only thing I've got to say is just contrast and making sure that you don't actually have to hold on, what letter is that, and looking and on it. What do we got here? Let's check out videos and thumbnails and stuff. Facebook, yeah, so what's the game? Fortnite. Fortnite's easy for thumbnails. It's especially you grab the Fortnite font. What you've got here is "I'm back" is great. You don't need anything more than that. It's enough. That's a good example of what do you need to say on there, because you've got the title underneath it.
Apparently he streams on YouTube now, doesn't do Twitch.
Yeah, there's a lot of that going on, and it's for that same reason.
I did that. I started on Twitch, and now I'm doing YouTube.
Yeah, and it's that persistence. When people watch your stuff, they want to go back and watch more. Like when I first came across Casey Neistat, which was fairly late in the piece. It was into his second year of the vlogging. And I went straight back and binge watched all of this old stuff, and people do that, and if your videos disappear, then you don't have that old stuff to go back to.
I did that with a YouTuber. Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
it was good.
Oh yeah, yeah, and when people come and look for your material online, they don't care whether it was published today or published 4 years ago. Well, it's not like a piece of chicken that doesn't go off in the fridge so quickly.
If they enjoy your content, they'll look back.
Yeah, they'll go and look back, and you might be making videos today that are getting 20 views or 30 views or that sort of thing. But
the old ones are like 300, 400.
Yeah, and then next thing you know, you're getting hundreds of views, and then next thing you know, you're getting thousands of views on a video. And you go back and look at those ones that were getting 20 views, and next thing you know, that short film that you made 6 years ago that you completely forgotten about, it's got 27,000 views on it, which is what I had
nominations.
Yeah, it's
chance to win an Oscar.
Yeah, no, it's not quite going to do that. But yeah, you find that your old videos, pick up stuff. So this is a good gaming channel. Like the fashion show ones. People are a bit scared of. Some streamers are a bit scared of short Fortnite videos at the moment, because there's been a lot of idiots going around and doing Fortnite videos and then putting in a 10-second clip of something extremely inappropriate right in the middle of it because they think they're funny. So, yeah. When you got these really short videos like this one here, your I'm back video, that's not really evergreen content. It's good as a channel intro and things like that now, but later on you want to keep it there but make it unlisted, because it's not one of the videos that you're going to want people, in 6 months time I'm back isn't going to be relevant anymore. But if you want it as your channel intro video like you have got in here, you can make it unlisted but still keep it up, and it'll still be in here, but it won't come up in your search results or your videos page. So if it's just intended to be as your highlighted video or your intro video, then hit that one. I'm just going to grab that for myself, and then when you come back to here as a subscriber, okay, you've still got that one in there for that as well. Yeah, as a subscriber, then it doesn't need to be coming up in the videos page as well. Another thing to be careful about, if you're going along to a lot of grow streams, you find that a lot of them are saying, oh, you've got to make a really, really short video for fishing, and it's just some of this terminology that they've got for they want you to create a really short video. And the reason for that I've found is that a lot of people in some countries are just working off temporary data that they buy in packets on cell phones and things, and they don't want to be playing 5, 10, 15 minute videos for supporting each other. So they tell you to create 10, 20, 30 second videos. Never ever do that. Just don't pay any attention to that. And the highlighted video change every time you upload, yeah, that's a good idea. Never create those little videos, because if you've got like a 20-second video or a 10-second video, and you've got a lot of people going and just viewing that one so that you'll sub to them, which you never do. And if they do that, then if YouTube see that most of your hits are on a 10-second video, they're never going to publish that, because they can't sell advertising on it. And it's really going to poison your channel. It's just a thing to avoid doing big time. Don't be afraid to go to some of these sub channels and these grow channels. Don't participate in sub for sub. Just don't do that. But it is okay to say, hey guys, I've got a video here if you want to go and watch it. That's not a bad thing to do. You can get some really good publicity through that. You'll get a whole pile of people coming and subbing to you because they expect you to come and sub to them, and those subs will disappear because they just delete. They go watch it, they expect you to sub to them, and then they delete the sub, and then you delete their sub. The whole sub for sub thing's just a complete total out of waste of bullshit. But it is good for marketing your channel, and you can go and participate in the community. And there's a lot of people on here that I've met on those channels that have actually become people I talk to quite regularly and develop a good relationship for. So yeah, that's the sort of thing that can be very useful with those sort of grow channels. Right, and what? So yeah, I think you're doing really well here. I love your thumbnails. They really pop out. There's just a few things in here. So when you're doing this, these duos and squads, Fortnite ones, for example, Fortnite could do with a bit of a drop shadow behind it. I don't know how doable that is. Taking a little break almost gets washed out. It's not too bad. And another thing to do is if you're building your thumbnails in Photoshop or something, which I think you might be doing on there, I'm not sure. If it's a bit difficult to put a drop shadow behind the white Fortnite, another thing that you can do is just darken. If you select the area behind that the Fortnite word, if it's a transparent graphic, then you can select an area, put a wide feather on it, and then just darken up that area so that the highlights in it are dropped down about 15-20% in Photoshop. And that's so you would just draw an area. This is difficult to show here. Just draw an area, a rectangle around behind the word, where the word is, and just darken that up just a fraction. It doesn't need much, 10, 15, 20%, and just bring the highlights down on that. Gives you the same sort of effect as a drop shadow without it actually coming from the text. That's just an idea and a Photoshop tip. So as you can see, when you get down to some of these fashion show ones down here, where the image behind it is a bit darker, makes a big difference compared to the one over on the side here, where it's largely snow behind it and the Fortnite just gets lost. Small things that can make a huge impact on just grabbing somebody's eyeballs. Okay, here we come into some of your older videos, and this is something you see quite a lot. I would guess that some of these, particularly in these last 4 rows down here, would be videos where you didn't create a thumbnail and you just let them use the auto thumbnail. This is where you want to come back and retrofit some of these So there's only got 65 views, 140 views and something like that. Come back here into your old videos, and this is everybody, into your old videos, even if you're just doing 1 or 2 a day. So when you upload, go do a couple of your old ones, and pop into these, create a new thumbnail for it now, and create some new keywords, update the description. Come back and check the titles. I go back and check the titles on some of my videos regularly. There's a bit of an urban myth going around that's saying you shouldn't change your title on your video because it'll ruin all of the stats and its history on YouTube. It's complete bollocks. Every search is completely unique and independent, and your video doesn't really have a history on YouTube as such. It's got stats and results and things like that, but they don't take any of that into account when they're sharing your video up. If you come in and change if your title has how am I phrasing this? If you put a title on a video because it had a 60 out of 100 or a 70 out of 100 score a year ago, and you come back now and look at that same title, it might only get 15 out of 100 score because so many people are using it and it's become an oversaturated term or something like that. If you just tweak your title a little bit, you could get that 70 out of 100 SEO score back on it, in which case it makes your video more relevant again and more likely to come up in new search results. So don't be afraid to do that, and also come back and have a look at the thumbnails for videos that come up in the same search results as yours, and if your thumbnail just looks bland in comparison or just merges in and blends in with everybody else's, now's your opportunity to go and do something to put a new thumbnail on it and make it stand out. Check your keyword rankings, check your and then use those ranked keywords in your description and in your title and things like that as well. And it brings it up. The age of a video has very little effect on the search results. It's the content of the video, it's the title, and it's the description that matter. And if they've aged, update them. Simple. And you can get these new videos revamped and maybe picking up some more traffic as well. So yeah, what do we got up here? I can see a lot of your stuff has pretty consistent views over time. I'm just going to open up one of your semi-recent ones. I'm just going to have a look at the title and everything and see what it gives it in here. So SEO score of 10. So tags in the title and description, nothing. Tags in the title, nothing. Tags in the description, nothing. Total tag characters, none. I think you can see what's going on here. If you got Tubebuddy or did this manually and just spent some more time doing tags and this SEO stuff, then this would boom. I can see you've got a few tags in there. What is that? You've got a GUID in there for something in your tags. It's good to have your channel name in your tags. That's a good thing to do. But if you have a look at the rankings on those tags, you're not going to get anything in there. So yeah, if you have a look at those rankings, there's the best practices thing here as well, that Tubebuddy give you. Chapters, if your video has anything that matters, you can put chapters in. Getting a like on Facebook is good. Having pinned comments is good. All these sorts of things, they help a lot.
Apparently you didn't put them there.
You didn't put those there? That's interesting. Were they perhaps auto tagged? Did you share it out of the place? Did you stream it directly from PlayStation, perhaps? As probably, yeah, it may have been put in. I think that kind of gives it away. Interactive Entertainment Share Factory.
Mm.
Yeah, so if that's what you use to upload it. Interesting. But, yeah. Yeah, once again, I would grab Tubebuddy, get a pro sub, and use that SEO tools to do this, and really fascinating. If you, yeah, the PS4 does it. Yeah, DOES. Yeah, if you do that, if you grab yourself Tubebuddy and use it for doing this, and then come back and tell us in a week or a fortnight how much of a difference it makes on what sort of views you're getting, because you're doing some really good stuff, and it's just missing a couple of steps to really take off on this one. Yep, no, that's really cool. Right, what else have we got in here? Okay, well that's hit our 2 hours actually. Yeah, this is some of the stuff we're seeing is really cool. I hope it's been helpful to people.
Yeah, but to answer that question that I had about Tubebuddy near the start of the...
Oh, what was that one?
If you scroll to the start of the chat...
Oh, it'll be gone by now.
It was saying something... oh, I can't remember. That's why I sent it to you. It was on my SEO.
Oh, on your SEO stuff, yeah. I'll just scroll up and see what's still here. Oh, yeah, they still do have that. What do we got?
A bit further down.
Won't be a second, folks. I'm just scrolling down the chat to look for something. LOL. Editing.
Yeah, it was after that.
Woohoo.
Just to the SEO Studio.
Oh, okay. And only red errors that include your target keyword naturally in the title.
Yeah. No, everything else was green. I just had that one issue. And I thought it might be useful for people to learn it.
Yeah, I'm not sure entirely what that means, but it might mean if you've got a target keyword like PlayStation 4, or PlayStation 4 streaming, your title might say that's probably a bad example. Or say your keyword was ATEM Mini Pro ISO, then using your keyword naturally might be something like be game streaming with ATEM Mini Pro ISO in 2020. So it's integrating that keyword into a natural sentence in the title.
But then how does that work? Because my title was making a studio out of nothing.
Making a studio out of nothing. That was your title, but your target keyword you might have been searching for was making a studio. Yeah, I wouldn't worry about that one because your title's good. I think it's just reminding people to, because your keywords and your keyword phrases are usually like 1, 2, or 3 words, and you would put that into a title. So if you're targeting a keyword, it might be ATEM Mini Pro or Blackmagic ATEM, and then you would put Blackmagic ATEM into your title and into a few sentences in the first 30 lines of your, or the first 3 or 4 lines of your description, or something like that.
Yeah, because you always got to use your title in the description and then add your title to your tags.
Yes.
Yeah. So I did all that.
Add your tags to your title, and then make your title your first tag. Make your video title your first tag. That's a very cool thing to do. And also put your channel name and your name in there, because that creates relationships between them as well. So the tags are also used by YouTube to create relationships between a video. It's what the AI uses to kind of understand a bit more of what your video is about. Just make sure you do make them relevant and accurate though. Anyway, I think that's probably enough for this one, because we've gone for a couple of hours. Hope it's been useful to people. Thanks for sticking around. Sorry about the dropout and the fluffing around, and I will get a better machine up here for doing this sort of stuff more responsibly. It's not been too bad though.
No, it's good.
Later on, and we'll see you in the next one. Game streaming later. When are you on next?
I've got a bit of work to do, so hopefully tomorrow night, if possible.
Be on tomorrow night for more Witcher streaming.
Yeah.
Or something.
Gaming with Lexa.
Gaming with Lexa. Yep. Do that one. This is like whack-a-mole. Okay. I can't stop myself when I get near a video camera. And also, do let us know what sort of stuff you'd be keen on seeing in more of these. Go pop along to my other videos. If you've got anything in particular you want to see, you can leave them in the comments in this one as well, and I will be going through that definitely and reading them, and I'm also going to be putting up some other polls and things into the community posts and shares and things like that. Okay, thanks for stopping along everyone. I will see you later, and so will he. Bye.
Seo. Boom.